everyone. I am Natasha Bray. I'm a success mastery coach, a master heart healer, and the founder of the School of Healing Mastery. And I'm here with the incredible Emma today, and we're going to be talking to you a little bit about heart healing and Emma's experiences using heart healing, receiving heart healing, and learning heart healing through the certification program that we run. So first of all, let me just introduce Emma to you. Emma is the Trauma Freedom Coach. I'm just going to hand you over to her now so she can tell you a little bit more about who she is and what she does. So over to you, Emma.
Thank you, Natasha. It's a pleasure to be here with you today, and thanks for giving me the opportunity. So yeah, I call myself the Trauma Freedom Coach now. I have taken my journey in helping women thrive after trauma. It's my area of passion and it's what I love to help people do. I've taken myself on this incredible journey and I take other ladies down that route now as well. And I've developed my own 7-step transform from trauma blueprint process, which is going incredibly well. I'm having amazing results. And yeah, I'm here to talk today about how I've brought heart healing into that process and into my work as well. So the core of what I do is I help mainly women rebuild confidence, self-worth, so that they can completely rewrite their story and break free from their past trauma in just the way I have myself. So I use an advanced form of hypnotherapy. I bring heart healing into that now, which is amazing. And I use my own techniques, coaching as well, and my own real life experiences I bring into it all together as well.
And you have a ton of real life experiences that you are bringing to your clients, as well as all of your professional experience. And I'm trying to think now, Emma, how long have we been working together in total? It's been quite a while, isn't it?
a very long time, with a little gap in between last year. But we, I think we originally connected back, I want to say like middle to the end of 2019. So it's been a long time. I bet it's coming up 2 years nearly. And then a little break last year when things were going on for me in my personal world, and then we've reconnected again on lots of levels.
Yeah. So yes, we've been in each other's world quite a while, and together we've worked on some of that past trauma healing, and you brought your own magic to that as well. And I wanted to first of all ask you, because obviously you were already trained in hypnotherapy. That's one of the current prerequisites for the heart healing certification. But where were things sort of before you joined? What made you decide that, oh, I want to learn this, I want to bring this to my work?
Well, it was on my radar anyway. So I'd seen you were bringing out a certification, and I was already interested anyway, because I was doing your game changer package at the time anyway. So we were working together on helping me grow my business, which was brilliant. So it was kind of on my radar, and it was something I wanted to do. And when I started to take my business down the trauma route, and obviously I think I'd started to have bits of heart healing from you on my personal one-to-one work that we were doing. And I just loved how it was helping me heal from my traumas and, kind of get even deeper into the root causes of where those wounds were coming from. So I feel like for me, it made complete sense to join the Mastermind, because it was almost like a perfect alignment between what I was already doing in my business. So the hypnotherapy that I was already using was fantastic, and it was kind of getting to the root causes of different sorts of experience wounds for people. But I think the heart healing was almost like the missing link for me, because it worked deeper on those relationship wounds and sort of parent wounds and things, which are huge when it comes to uncovering past traumas and childhood traumas and things. So it was the seamless link, and it just made complete sense for me to get involved with it, which I'm really glad I did.
Amazing. And first of all, I wonder if you could share a little bit about your experience of receiving heart healing, because in the Mastermind, it's like a hybrid Mastermind and certification program, but there's a big focus on you experiencing the healing. You already had some of that with me, but you go through it with the other practitioners in the course as well. So tell me a little bit about what it was like to receive heart healing and any shifts that you saw in you and your business as a result.
Oh, huge shifts. I feel the beauty of it is each time there's a different layer that gets uncovered, and the more you do this stuff, the more you benefit from it on a personal level, but then hugely on a business level. As we know, those things are interlinked anyway. But for me, I think I got a huge mother wound. So for me, that was a huge thing that I was then able to uncover even more and begin to heal from. Obviously went through a lot of grief and things last year, which heart healing definitely has helped me to break through more of that, really, and understand how it was affecting me more. And I'd done a lot of work with heart healing as well, through getting rid of some of the resentment and anger and things that I had behind all of that sort of stuff as well. So there's so many different levels that it's uncovered for me, and on a personal level, it's been incredible because it's helped me and kind of accelerated my healing journey hugely. But it's also meant that, yeah, my business, went from being nothing really back in even this year, because I took a break out last year and I restarted sort of December and into January this year. And yeah, I've managed to build a really good foundation and start of a business, and heart healing has helped me in both sides. So on a personal level, like you say, with what I've received, but also being able to bring it into my packages and things as well. It's helped both sides.
And I think it was February we started on the heart healing certification, and at the moment you're qualified in level 1 and you've been bringing that into your practice. What kind of results have you been getting with your clients bringing that in?
Incredible results. I mean, the majority of people, sometimes, and I know you say this with everybody, usually there's an instant shift. They feel lighter straight away. It's incredible because it just helps people make sense of everything. And that's the beauty, and that's what I love about it. So incredible results. People that didn't even realize they had certain things going on, or that, they had a complex relationship with somebody. I think because initially we look at it's somebody you love, usually, that there's an issue there, or there's some underlying sorts of trauma from that relationship. People don't even realize and certainly for myself, I think I grew up thinking, oh, my childhood was okay, but through doing that, you understand where those feelings of whether it's not feeling enough, or where your lack of self-worth and where your self-esteem has been impacted when you're younger. It's amazing. People get incredible instant shifts from it, and I get that with all of my clients. I've brought it now. I don't just use it on a one-to-one level. I've just begun about 3 weeks ago my first group program, and I've used heart healing in that. And again, some of the incredible shifts that the guys have had, and again, it's usually things that they come out as, several of them have said, I just didn't even know that was an issue for me. I didn't even realize that had impacted me in the way it has. And that's the beauty of it. That's where it really gets to, that other things don't manage to uncover.
I guess we talk about it as it unveils the hidden wounds. So a lot of, obviously you were qualified in hypnotherapy, which is an amazing tool, but it focuses more on experiences that have impacted you and on a mind level, so the thoughts and beliefs. Whereas, when we start working with the heart, it's those hidden things that, like the mother wounds, or thinking that everything was great in your childhood, and then having this realization that, and also when we think that, we blame ourselves then, or what's wrong with me? Why am I struggling? But actually, it can be something really small, an interaction between you and a person, as you mentioned, someone you love, someone you were close to, whether that's a teacher, a parent, a sibling, or another family member. Parents, family tend to come up most in this work, which just makes everything make sense and fall into place, and sets you free from the impact it's had then.
And you're right. I think the thing I love is that whole piece around just going through with my group now. This week, we're doing kind of the heal and let go part of my 7-step process, which is around the kind of self-forgiveness stuff. Because, and I know I was the same, I grew up thinking, this is how I am. This is just how I am. Whereas what I love about the heart healing is it gets them to the point where they realize it's not their fault, what happened to them, and you know, the relationships that they experienced when they were younger, it wasn't their fault. It's usually to do with that person's their own wounds and their own kind of background and things like that. And it completely, it allows them to detach completely from you know, the blame, because again, they just think that's how they are, and that's not the case at all. So it's lovely to be able to help people move forward from that, and it creates huge change in their lives for them.
Can you think of one particular client without names, or of course, one particular session where you thought, wow, that was like a really big shift for that person?
Yeah, I mean, there's been so many. It's so hard to it's so hard to choose, because it's very much like that, and I love it. Everyone is different as well, which is brilliant. But yeah, I'm just trying to think of one in particular that's been some of the one in the last week that's been through. It'd be one of my group ones. It was the kind of a lady that just came to me and said, just wow, I literally feel invincible after it. And that was from me doing it, not even on a one-to-one level. So that just shows how powerful it is. But I've had several one-to-one ones where, and you'll know this, Natasha, you literally cannot beat that smile at the end. So the difference between them at the beginning of the session and when you finish at the end, that smile of that, wow, it's not me, it wasn't my fault, this is, you know, I can be who I want to be. And that whole sense of relief that they get afterwards is just incredible. So there's been so many, I can't really pinpoint one exactly, but yeah.
That you're getting amazing results, combining, and it's all about combining the magic and the power of heart healing with the gifts and the skills that you already have. And that together is obviously a very powerful combination for your clients as well. So what do you think is different about heart healing compared to other things that you've trained in or experienced, without mentioning any names of trainings, of course, but just what is different about it to other modalities that you might have trained in?
It's very unique. It was very, you know, very well directed and put together, and but nice and easy to follow. Not, you know, and I say that in a very positive way. Really easy to follow, really easy to bring in, and you can adapt it. You know, the framework is there, which is fantastic, but you can adapt it very easily on the spot, that's what I love about it as well. And again, the more you do it and the more confidence you build, it's brilliant. I kind of adapt it all the time, and you know, each individual client session, as I mentioned, is different, and it's as unique as the person. So the beauty of the modality is you can completely adapt it to each person. And you obviously, with the level 1, I'm just about to start level 2, but with level 1 there's 3 or 4 different ways that we can adapt it depending on what comes up in the session. And again, it's really easy to do that. It's not difficult to think on the spot of, you know, we're well prepared beforehand as to which technique to use and which route of the technique to go down. So I just think, yeah, it's just very well done. It's easy to pick up if you need the background of hypnotherapy, but it's incredibly easy to pick up. And yeah, I just love how it's, you know, we get the scripts and things, which is great, but again, you can bring your own unique ways of doing that to it. And then each client, you know, we've got the basis of the scripts and things there, but it's so easy to tailor it to each person every time.
And I think like one of the things that I've heard from others is usually when you're taught a modality, you're given a very strict process to follow, whereas we give you everything you need, but also encourage you to use your intuition and help you use your intuition and bring that to your client experiences too. So it's not as strict, I think, as you have to do it this way and only this way. We encourage you to develop your own style as a therapist as well.
Definitely. Yeah, no, I'd 100% agree with that. It feels like it's your own, not your own method, but you know what I mean? It feels like it's your own work as you're doing it, because again, you can tweak it, you can bring your own kind of slant to it as well. So yeah, I would 100% agree with that. It's the framework and everything's there, so it makes it, you can't go wrong with it effectively, but you can bring all of your own special experiences to it as well.
Amazing. Fab, thank you for sharing that. And I know it was only sort of the end of last year that you began your business again after some, quite traumatic personal experiences the year before that, you needed to take that time out. But can you share some of your business results? How I think I know you've increased your prices quite a bit since.
Yeah.
Have you got is it double, or how much have you increased your prices?
Yeah, prices have doubled. So one-to-one package price has doubled in that time. And I do heart healing. I think you said this before. I don't like doing one-off sessions, but heart healing works very well as a one-off. I've done that with a few people recently when I first qualified in my level 1, and I did that, and it works very, very well. But I now bring it as part of my package. So yeah, it's meant that I could double. I did it in increments, but I've doubled my one-to-one package during the time that I've done the heart healing qualification. And now, as I said, I've used it in a group format as well for the first time, which again, it's like my beta program. I've not done it before, but it's going extremely well. And again, it was easy to adapt to be able to put it into a group format. So again, it's meant that I've grown the business a bit further because I've been able to do the whole process. So I take people now through a group step by step of my 7-step process, and I've been able to do that for 9 people in one go rather than just one person. So it's helped me grow the business really well. Yeah,
and that's the way to scale, isn't it? We don't want to be. I love one-to-one, and you love one-to-one. Of course, we love giving one-to-one therapies to clients, but it's got a cap on it, hasn't it? So one of the things I wanted to bring to this was to help people bring it in a group version also, so that you can have the freedom business that you come into business for,
Absolutely. And then that's the brilliant thing about the package, Natasha, is everything else you put in with it in the mastermind supported us to be able to put it into a group format, deliver a group program almost. The framework is in there as well, which is incredibly helpful. And that really, really helped me in putting my 7-week program together. So thank you for that as well. It was really, really helpful.
I'm pleased to hear the amazing results that you're getting to it. Amazing. So if I was to ask you then, what's your favorite part? And obviously you've still got time in the mastermind as well, you're only part way through, but what is your favorite part of the experience so far, would you say?
Wow, it's a difficult question. When I was looking at this beforehand, I thought, how am I going to answer that one? Obviously learning the method itself has got to be up there because it's just brilliant. And again, there's so many of the additional little tools in there that are just brilliant and such life-changing tools. So that's got to be the top bit. But I think the other incredible side of it, which needs to be mentioned and people need to know about, is all the additional support for not only us as practitioners, but also to be able to build our businesses off the back of it as well. It isn't just here's the modality, learn it, off you go. There's the rest of it as well, which is a huge highlight, because a lot of places, if you go to learn a type of therapy or whatever, you don't get that side of it with it as well. And it's the you know, the weekly calls and support is incredible, and it's just the whole package is in there. So it's just done brilliantly well. I can't pinpoint one bit, I'm sorry.
And if anybody's watching this thinking they want to learn heart healing too and bring that to their therapy or healing business, what might you say to them?
Don't even think about it. Don't think about it. Just do it. It's brilliant. It was absolutely the right thing for me to do at the time. And it's kind of revolutionized my business in that it's meant that I can help people in so many different directions. So if you're on the fence about it, do it, because not only will it bring a new technique to your work, it will also help grow your business, scale your business if you want to. Plus you get this incredible community of other heart healers, and we all work together and support each other and move forward. So it's a no-brainer, really.
Thank you for sharing. And for anyone watching who's thinking, I would love to learn more about what Emma does, I could potentially benefit from Emma's trauma freedom work, where can they find out more about you?
Okay, so my website is emmaelizabethcoaching.co.uk, or you can find me on Instagram, and I am at emmaelizabeth_TTFC, which is for the Trauma Freedom Coach, and similar on Facebook, so it's at emmaelizabethttfc on there as well. But I can put the links and things underneath the video if that helps.
Yeah, we'll definitely add those links in. Well, thank you for watching, and thank you, Emma, for joining me today. If anybody is interested in the Heart Healing Mastery Mastermind, which is our hybrid mastermind and certification program, you will be one of the very small numbers of people trained in this modality. So it will really help you stand out in a crowded hypnotherapy market and bring a much deeper level of healing to you and to your clients. If that interests you, we are enrolling for the next round now, so just get in touch and I will send you the information. Thank you for joining me, and bye for now.